Well, I'm driving back from the Qualifiers at Mohawk. It was a sticky, muddy day. We're working on the track, trying to get the track good for training on Saturday, and that's a pain in the butt. We had 6 going over today, 3 to qualify. American League made a break in London made a break in London on Tuesday. So he was back in short order for a qualifier. He qualified good. And we had West 52nd. He was qualifying great, and he made a break in the last turn. And, you know, everybody's emailing me saying, what happened with West 52nd? It's not a big deal. I mean, the horse wore hobbles all his life for a big chunk of it, training down also. So we trained him down without hobbles, and I think we'll be able to get him around, and probably 58 even without hobbles. But if he's going to start looking for them, maybe he's just not quite mature enough just yet to go without them. I'm certain a day will come he won't need them, and probably it might be soon, but it's not now. And last thing we want to do is nurse him through a couple of qualifiers, nurse him through a start, take him to a stake race, and then make a break in the last turn. Wouldn't that be annoying? So I said to Jason, Yes did the same thing. Actually, Yes was probably as powerful as I've ever seen him today. He was incredible, and he made a break halfway down the lane. Probably saved him because he was going a mile about 58 or 59, and he was pretty hot. He wanted to get right at it today. He usually does. So I said to Jason, we'll put a stake cord on him next week, a hood, and we'll put the trotting hobbles back on both him and West 52nd. There's just not a lot of time to really polish up, and just with the weather and the track being as it is, we couldn't get these fast miles into them. Those faster halves and quarters at the farm, it just wasn't possible. So, we trained them in 2.6, we trained them in 2.5, we trained them in 2.3 and brought them over here. But they're so talented, you don't have to really give them their head to go a mile in 2.2. Like West 52nd would walk around in 2.2. And so would so would Oso Pines. But Oso Pines a little different. I knew he'd need the hobbles. So we never really got to stretch them. Never really gave them their head. Tapped them on the tail with the whip and got them to really trot hard, and that's what happened today. Yes kind of lost himself halfway down the lane, coming quarter and 28 seconds, and West 52nd did the same thing just halfway through the last turn. Again, probably going a mile and 59, and the track was muddy today at Mohawk. All of the horses I went with today I was very happy with. Twinsburg on our line might look a little flat, but again, this is the first time we've stretched these horses out, and Twinsburg's always been a little bit of a cheater when it came to work. When we have her in peak form, she looks great. Always did. If you look back on her lines, the one time we tried to race her easy was when Dan Noble drove her, and she raced terrible. And that's just Twinsburg. She has to be in the mix. She has to be in the hunt. She has to be in the firing line, and then she's real good. And that's what happened today. I got away third. They lulled everybody to sleep like they do in the qualifiers. I moved her over. She paced to the leader, and then they sprinted hard down the lane. She's never had that quarter in 27 and a piece, 28 since last year racing. She's been 5 months without any kind of serious speed, so she faltered a little bit down the lane. Sorry about the road. Try to get your track right. Look at the roads. These are all the bumps on this country road going back to the farm. So, try and figure out why the farm's in the state it is, the track anyway. Well, this is why. All the frost is coming out, and it's becoming a real problem in the last few weeks, but that's what happens this time of year. Anyway, I was happy with everybody today. American League went well. West 52nd will be fine next week. We'll put the hobbles on him, and yes, Twinsburg was good. Oh, yeah, Amy's here. She told me Master Saver was good also. He's schooled. He'll be racing Tuesday at London. So things are looking to shape up. We're finally getting our better horses back in to go. For those of you who are waiting for a horse, a race horse to buy, that's how tough it is to find horses right now in North America. The biggest stable on earth would be Ron Burke's stable. They didn't have any horses to sell for the most part. Nothing that we needed, which is a feather in the cap of Mark Weaver and Ron Burke, that they have so many horses. It's not worth it to sell any of them. They're racing so good right now. But at the same time, it's tough for us trying to buy a racehorse. So our better horses are back now. I am still looking for a racehorse for us, but it's not looking good at this point. I would say within the next 4 weeks, we'll have our horses in Ohio. Our 3-year-olds for sure will be in Ohio. Then we'll have the May sale coming up. As I said to everybody, we're going to be looking at what's not working. Who in the barn just didn't work out again. There'll be another wave of horses that will probably leave for the sale in Ohio. Then we'll have our open house a few days later. Then we'll have our babies qualified and ready to go everywhere. So we're at the top of the roller coaster right now. We're just reaching up towards the pinnacle, and then it's going to be full speed ahead again. So a decent qualifying day on a real horrible track. We're working our butts off to try and get the track good for Saturday here for training, and then I'll see you back here Saturday morning. So it's muddy here again. Wowzers. So that's it for today. That's it for qualifying day, Thursday here in Ontario. You might be wondering, Anthony, it's overcast. Why do you get your glasses on? Because my eye's still a little bit red. I'm going to the drops to make them dilated, I guess, or make that one dilated. I'm going to, what's it called, an optometrist? An ophthalmologist? An optometrist tomorrow. He's going to tell me if I can stop putting the drops in my eyes. But other than that, everything is, I guess, hunky-dory, but muddy. So that's it. That's today's qualifying report, if you will. I'll have Curtis send this out. It'll be on the YouTube channel, and I will send it to everybody in an email tonight. We'll be back in 2 days with a drone, and your weekend report will be ready on Monday. Now, I want everybody to think about it. Thinking about putting together another webcast for the first of the month. That last push through the last hurdle of staking. Let everybody know how the horses are going, what's going on with the stable, what's not going on with the stable, and some big announcements coming up. Obviously, a lot of you are asking who the trainer in Pennsylvania is going to be. Is it just going to be Andrew Harris? Is it going to be Andrew Harris at all? Do you have anybody else in mind? We do. We're working on signing somebody, if you will, right now, and we'll unveil all that in due time. So I will see you Saturday, hopefully, for our drone session, long overdue drone session here at The Stable.